my experience living off campus has been, I'd say, pretty solid. And the reason for that is because I think me and my housemates got very, not lucky per se, but fortunate that we were able to be set on the corner here. And, God forbid if there were to be any kind of break-in, robbery, the whole 9 yards, the perpetrator would at least be out in the open for when he or she escapes and has to deal with the public possibly seeing that person. Whereas if I lived further down the street here, the break-in rate might be a little bit higher. People should be paying attention no matter what. I mean, you signed up to come to LaSalle, you pretty much gave away, not necessarily, I don't know how to explain it. You come to this school, you should understand that it's not in the best area, and it never has been, and it never will be. People should be paying attention to this no matter how frequent these incidents are occurring. When it happens more often like it did last semester, then the alarming rate will be, it'll increase. The town hall meeting is really what brought the most awareness to it, and that within itself was an awareness event. So, I think enough people are aware of it, but I guess maybe with the breaks in between the incidents, people just seem to forget about it. They have every reason to be concerned. I think the town hall meeting last year really addressed off-campus issues, and rightfully so. But this next town hall is going to address all facets. You can't live on campus having the same kind of fear that you have living off campus. You just can't, and that's what LaSalle security is supposed to be for. And if there's any changes that I can see forthcoming, it's something within the security system here, because it's inexcusable that a student should be getting robbed at gunpoint on campus. Any preventable measure that is remotely possible to be acted upon, I could have worded that better. Any kind of preventative measures should be, and it should be required to be looked at. There are a lot of factors that go into being robbed on your own school's campus, okay? The parking lot in which the young man got robbed outside of townhouses is not well lit. There's no security patrolling the area, which is understandable because of the fact that LaSalle security can't be everywhere in one place at one time. I get that. But there are also little things that the school can change, such as, like I said, brighten the lights a little bit. Have somebody, you have an allied health team full of security guards. Utilize them. Spread them out throughout campus if this is going to become an issue. As much as we have a bike squad out here for off campus, and and those affairs, let the police handle off-campus issues, because if I'm not mistaken, LaSalle security cannot do a whole lot when it comes to protecting your home. It's tough. I recall frequently seeing police cars or even marked cars resting on Olney Ave, on 20th and Olney, just sitting there, probably because they're on patrol in that area. But I remember last year after the town hall meeting, all it took was a simple change in policy where you had a policeman roaming around this area or sitting on the corner of 20th and Chew, just having its presence there, because Chew Ave is the gateway for these robberies. You always see it happening on something in Chew, and if it's not, it's happening on 20th or 19th. It's not a huge area, and I don't think it's very hard to cover. So I guess, more police presence. Maybe not necessarily 24/7, but when their presence is is known, it really needs to be known. It just doesn't, it doesn't happen only on Woodstock. I have friends that were robbed at gunpoint and had, a gun held to their head on 19th Street. It's like, it's gotten so bad to the point where I'm hanging out at my friend's house over at Lambert, and one of the guys who lives there is coming home from work, and he lives in the basement. Nobody knows when he's coming home, and we just hear noise in the basement, and we automatically think someone's breaking in, when it's really just someone getting into their house. Yeah, the second town hall has to be in response to the on-campus robbery that happened outside of townhouses. I mean, I don't think they would hold a second town hall meeting within 7 to 8 months of time if something like that didn't happen. So, they should address all facets like they always should. They shouldn't gear it towards just on campus just because something happened, but they gotta address everything as much as they can. And the people who are directly involved with housing affairs or are in direct contact with the Philadelphia Police Department, like, those are the people that need to listen. And in the end, it's going to come down to their decision and their work ethic, their policies on what they want to do. But at this point, if the second town hall meeting was no indicator, then this meeting coming up needs to be they need to listen to they need to listen to the students now, because this isn't just pertaining to, it's not just off campus anymore, it's everybody.